My doorbell stopped working. Nothing. That's not good. I don't have a normal doorbell. I don't have a normal anything. This is little been there. It's about 19 years old. The house didn't actually have a doorbell when I moved in, and I got a whole crazy setup with all that. And there's 3 relays and an automatic shunt on power loss to the existing house doorbell, which it didn't have. So I put that in and then added all kinds of craziness to it, so my doorbell could be the Jetsons doorbell. I have some videos on that. There's links in the prescription. But it's just friggin' dead. There's a light globe in there, and there is no light from the light globe. The first step in diagnosing this is to shut the server down, and when that powers down, if this light starts to glow, then that means that the problem is probably the 3rd relay in the setup. I don't know. We got to diagnose stuff. We got to do stuff. I might have to... Maybe the button itself? Shit. I don't know. The burned out light globe shouldn't matter, because when you press the button, it should make contact even if the bulb is out, because it effectively just shorts across it. In fact, on most doorbells with a lighted button, the light will go out when you press it, because you're putting a dead short across it, and there's no current left for the filament in there. It's effectively being put out of circuit. So, yeah, that's nice. Alright, let's go shut the server down and see if anything changes. I'm just going to go do it. It's just a matter of shutting a PC off. That's really all it is. Alright, let's see if we get any difference. Yeah, still no dice. Oh, it does work though. Strange. But the light is burned out, which is something I never thought would happen. Because it was running at 12 volts instead of like 16 or 18. But it was kind of wonky, at least the first couple times. Did I cajole it into working? I have no idea. That's really odd, but it's burnt out nonetheless. I don't think that would make a difference, but we can test for that. I gotta go turn the server back on now and let it boot up and see if it just magically fixed itself, or if I need something more. But again, pressing that button should just make it work. I could have a failed relay. I don't know. This is something I didn't count on. Okay, I booted the server back up, and I pressed the X key on the keyboard, which is supposed to make the doorbell jingle play, and it did. If I press the button here now... Oh, now it magically works. So all we have is a failed doorbell button. Nice. I might even have one of those kind. Of course I got the goods. I knew I had this. It was just a little digging around. Not too bad. Kind of doesn't tell you it's lighted here, but there is a light globe over there. And on the back, it does say lighted. So we'll hope that that is correct. They use Phillips for the screws on this. What they use on that, I don't know. I know the screws to mount it to the house are flat, so I have a suitably flat screwdriver here. Yeah, that's been olded in. That's not good. Are you serious? It's gonna fight me? It's just going into fucking plastic. I'm gonna have to find a better screwdriver than that. That's not gonna do. That's about the best I can conjure up. The rest is just, oh shit, is what it is. No. And in fact, it bent the fucking bit. What the hell? Bend it back? It's mostly back. Okay. Well, that didn't work. The only thing I could say... See, it's just going into plastic. I don't get it. We couldn't have glued it in. The only thing I could say is XJoe81X installed this, so maybe he put his drill on it. But this bit isn't going to work. Alright, I gotta see if I can get this off. Where there's a will, there's a way. I don't like the solution, but I was able to do that. And there we go. If I short it, it works. There's a little corrosion. I still can't get this out, and now the screws are knackered. So that's good. I have no idea. I can't fathom for the life of me why. So that'll have to be a problem for another time. But maybe with any luck, we can actually get the stupid button changed. That unscrews. That's very lucky. I'm actually not concerned about necessarily keeping the screws in there, so I might just take it out because the wires are just that short. Yeah. Those wires don't look too great. That's nice. We should probably address... Nah, I don't think it needs it. I'll put this back for what it's worth. I gotta have something for that. I'm supposed to. But man, that's just awfully corroded. I've got to hope these wires don't fall back inside the house. I can't see any reason why they would. They're pretty stiff. Yeah, there. Okay. Now we got to see if the new one will fit. I think it will. Like I said, we should address the corroded wires, but I don't think we're going to do that. Here's the old button. I don't know if it comes apart any further or if I'm actually inclined to take a look. It's got just life on it, you know. So there's that. As far as the wires go, yeah, I don't think we're going to really do anything about that. I think that's about as good as we're going to make it. I could hit him with a little vinegar, actually, but no, I don't think so. I'm still, why those don't come out, I can't figure out. So recess mount lighted, Instalación Empotrable, Iluminado, doorbell system wiring. It's by Heath Zenith. And it has a gold trim ring instead of silver. But it's otherwise like friggin' identical. Ooh, look. All nice and shiny and shit. Okay, so this isn't going to go well. So let's, doesn't matter which is which. I'm thinking to hook this one first. Why would you not make these wires a little longer, Joe? They're just a wee bit short. Just a wee bit. There. Okay. Okay, that's in. And that should cause it to light. I don't know if it is, but it's getting a new button regardless. All factory. It's all factory. I don't know why it's not lighting unless I just can't see it during the day. That's not right. Well, unless it, well, I just dropped the screwdriver. Unless it died, something else died. Like the relay could be bad. It works, but I'm not seeing Illuminato. This could be bad too. I don't know. If so, I think we'll leave it for a while. Oh, it is lit. Yes. I fixed it. I fixed it. You can't see it during the day. It lights up incredibly dimly at night because it's running at 12 volts instead of 18 volts. The old doorbell button still kind of works, but it doesn't light anymore, and this totally, completely fixed it. So now all we have to do is somehow get this in there. Works. It's lighted. It works way better than the old button. Alright, I guess we'll call that a win. It's too bad about these screws, but I don't know. Maybe I'll have to have Joe take those out. I got a whole new one and I don't need that kind. So it's got a gold trim ring instead of silver, but it's in, it's fixed, it's working, and that's all it was. Okay, that's going to do it. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Well, wait a second. Let's see that old button again. Let's cat pair that to the new one. Where is the old one? That's a good question. It's got to be in my pocket. but I can't find it. Here it is. Oh, wasting precious gigabytes on the 907. When you got 46 tools in your pocket. There's the old one. Maybe it was time, you know. I guess the gold matches the gold. There used to be a show called Flipping Vegas with Scott and Amy Yancey. And I remember Amy walked into, she was a prissy, like, stuck-up bitch. And she walked into a bathroom and the trim on the shower stall or whatever it was gold instead of, like, stainless steel, silver, whatever it was. And she's like, who does gold? So, I don't know. And for a time in the late 90s, cars, you could get the emblems on the car in gold instead of, like, silvery. So that was a thing, but you don't see that kind anymore. It's new looking. We'll definitely give it that. This one has seen its day. It's kind of more flusher than that one, which has got more buttonage on it. Alright. I don't know. That was an odd one. Alright, that's going to do it. Thanks again. Like, subscribe, ring the bell for our leads. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.